Hey guys, it's Gojo here, and today we're coming in with a new series. Alright, so this series is going to be called Working at Monsters Inc. So, I actually worked at a company, pretty recently, this is the past 2 weeks, where I helped create doors for, industrial companies and household doors, that was pretty much the gist of the job. I basically just my part was more of a hands-on type of deal. Like I would drill holes and cut certain flesh stops. But I'll get into that. We're gonna be starting a new series. Because it was 2 weeks worth of work, and then I ended up switching jobs. So I'm not actually gonna be working there anymore. I'm actually jobless right now. But that's besides the point. Let me know what you guys think of the gameplay in the background. I got some Fortnite gameplay going on. Just a normal ass game. I don't think I won, but we got a few kills in there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the story, guys. So it starts off pretty basic. I don't know if you guys know, but there's this thing that exists. It's called temp agency. So they're usually targeted towards more people who have like no other option when it comes to a career, so they would go through this company. It's basically like a middleman. They look for places that would be hiring at the time that you need a job, and they help and they put you through to them. But so you wouldn't actually be working for the company they put you through to, you'd be working for them. So I'm not going to be using any names in this series for the companies, just for legal reasons. I don't want to get too, I just don't want to infringe on anything, so we're just going to keep it real basic with the Monsters Inc. Yeah, I worked at Monsters Inc. So me and my mom, we went to this company down in Riverside, and we signed up, did the whole sign-up process. It was pretty boring. She made it seem a lot more complicated than it was. Like, I'm pretty sure it's because she's older, and getting a job was a lot different 20 years ago than it is now, so she has a steady income. She doesn't need to get a job. So for her, it's been a while. It's been a fatty minute since she's had to apply for a job. So they're pretty different. They're a lot more lenient on things like tattoos, weed, everything in general. So my main concerns and thoughts of this job going into it are a couple things. One, am I allowed to smoke weed and get away with it? 2, am I allowed to smoke weed on the job site and get away with it? And 3, am I allowed to listen to music while I'm working? Now, those are the 3 most important things that I had in mind the whole time. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had like a loogie in the back of my throat. But anyway, back to the story. Yeah, that was, and then probably like a 4th thing would be pressuring. Like, I don't like being pressured. If you guys didn't know, the job I had before this was at McDonald's. That was my first job ever, so don't make fun of me in the comments. I know you guys are probably thinking like, this guy's fucking Gojo, you worked at fucking McDonald's. Yes, I was flipping them patties, bitch. No, I didn't actually do that. I was the fry cook. Like, I did fries, and then I would do the chicken nuggets, and then the on the food side of things, I would do the chicken nuggets and the chicken sandwiches, the crispy chickens and stuff, and the McChickens. I would cook those super easy. Never got to do the burgers or anything like that, but I don't complain. That apparently you get hella burns on your fingers from that just because of how big the grill is. But yeah, back to the story. Previous job was at McDonald's, and the main thing they always did was pressure me. Pressure. Gojo, why aren't you doing this? Gojo, why aren't you doing that? Gojo, there's an order on front counter. Gojo, you need to come suck my dick right now. Like, stupid shit. Like, that's basically how they treated me. Like, it was horrible. I didn't like it, but them $1,000 checks were coming in, and they were making me like it. So anyway, I ended up quitting, and I went into this business of making the doors. So they did tell me I had a company in mind already where one of my family members works, and I wanted to go there just because benefits of knowing somebody in the company already. I don't know what benefits I could have got, but yeah, it was pretty good money. But they didn't end up having that position open anymore, so I had to work for Monsters Inc. And they told me, oh, it's a door making company. They do things like spray, they paint the doors, they cut them, they size them, stuff like that. They take in custom orders, all types of stuff. So I'm over here thinking, well, if I get like an easy position like the painting section, I might be golden. Like I won't have to do much work. That's what my hope was, that they'd put me in an easy section. And the hours were another concern that I had, because I wanted to work early in the morning and then get off around anywhere from 10 p.m. to 4 p.m. I was fine with. And they ended up telling me that I would get there at 5 and then get off at 4 p.m. Or it ended up being 3:30 because they moved me. But I'll get into that. But yeah, so they put me in and they told me you're going to be working from Monday through Thursday, with Fridays and Saturdays being overtime days and then Sunday being off. So the thing about this job was Fridays and Saturdays weren't always guaranteed that you would work. The main actual work days on your schedule were Monday through Thursday. So you only worked 4 days, but the thing about this job is you would work, as I said, from 5 in the morning to 4 p.m., around 10 hours. So you know, like 2 hours of free time every day, or not free time. I don't know why I said that. This is in preschool, but you get around 2 hours of overtime every day. But it really starts kicking in on that Friday and that Saturday if you get it. Now, I never got it. I never got the Friday or the Saturday. I only worked there for a week, and I only worked there for 2, 3, 4, around 80 hours. That's all I did before I ended up getting I don't know what the word would be. Fired, I guess. And then before I ended up getting fired, but we'll get into that. So yeah, they put me through. I go in for my first day. They tell me it's on a Monday, and they actually gave me a choice. They were like, you can either come in on the next day, which would have been Friday, or I could come in next Monday. I chose Monday, and just so I can get the full week work, and I wouldn't have to work on the weekend and not get paid, because I actually had to wait until this Friday. So today I got paid for both of the weeks that I worked, which was 2 weeks. So I had to wait the first week to get paid. I didn't get paid on that Friday of the first week. I got paid this Friday. So I had to work 40 hours plus another around 30 hours. So I had to work around 70 hours before I got paid. Yeah. So the job was $18 an hour, which was really good, a really good opportunity for me, which would be means I would be making around $700 to $800 every paycheck, and it was weekly pay. It wasn't bi-weekly like McDonald's. So I'm like, this job is golden. I don't see any cons with it, and they're telling me when I get there, they're telling me, oh yeah, this is a no pressure job. You shouldn't have to feel pressured at all. You should take your time with the learning. And he tells, because there's only 3 guys that show up to this whole thing. And actually there's 3, and then there's 2 forklift drivers. There's us 3, we were going to be the labor workers, and then the other 2 were going to be the forklift drivers. So they just sent them to a different section automatically, and then they grouped us together, and they told us, oh, you're going to be going to a different building. So there's 2 buildings. The first building is the building for the more residential doors, the doors that are for like houses and families, doors that more personal people order. So the order numbers would be like maybe 1 door, 2 doors max. No, actually that's not true. The order numbers for the doors, because the families wouldn't order the doors, it would be the contractors that are building the houses. So they would order however many doors they would need for the house. Still not as many as the industrial side, but it was a good amount. They would get good amount sized orders for that side. Now I was supposed to go to that side, but they ended up moving me to the other side, the like industrial side, for more bigger companies that are ordering more large size doors or larger orders of doors. So like maybe like 90 doors, 100 doors, anything over that. Just different types of doors, like random little details that they want. They'll put it on the work order, and then we'd get it done. So my job, where I specialized at, was where he told me I would be at, was the I don't really remember what the sections were called. They were really dumb names, and they had like 3 names for every part of the job. Like every little thing, they had like 6 names for it. It was stupid as fuck. They had anagrams, all types of shit, just to name one thing. And that really got on my nerves. But regardless, I didn't care about that. So yeah, he groups us together. He tells us we're going to the other building. He tells one of the guys, oh, you're going to be just flipping the doors and sending them out for delivery, to get delivered to wherever they were ordered from. And he was cool with that. He went over there. Then he tells the other guy, he's like, okay, you're going to be in this section with this big machine. It's not too difficult. There's going to be a guy over there helping you, blah, blah, blah. Sends him over there. Gets to me, you're going to be with, what should we call him? We'll call him, I don't know. We'll call him Craig. Craig was the guy that they already had in this department where they were sending me. This department was the only section of the whole job title that you would have to do hands-on work instead of working with the machine, other than the wrapping the doors with saran wrap and sending them out for delivery. Other than that, this was the only hands-on work where you'd actually have to do some stuff with your hands. Other than that, all the other sections had machines that you would just kind of supervise. It was more of just supervising the machine instead of controlling it, you know what I mean? So for the other two guys, they had pretty easy jobs. Now me, I have to learn rulers, sizes of doors, the flush stops. So the flush stops would be flush stops, not flush. I thought it was flush at first, but it's flush. The flush stops would be the protruding part of the door on cutout sections. So if there's a piece of glass in the door, there would be like side parts that protrude from the side, or like just a section in general that is a separate part from the door. It's like a little dowel. I'll put a picture on the screen. But yeah, that was basically what I would install. Or the wire chases for the doors that would go that have the push feature instead of like a door handle. They have like a push bar. I'll put a picture on the screen for that too. There's like a wire that runs through the door to the hinges from the push part that unlocks the door when you push it. That was also another thing we had to do. It was just a lot of things that took a lot of learning. I'm not going to get into it a lot in this episode. I just wanted to kind of start the series off with how I got the job and what my first impressions of the job were. Now, the first day I didn't do a lot of work. I only did around 4 hours of work. The first 4 hours were dedicated to more of showing me what the company was about and what I was going to be doing. He made it seem like I was going to be doing the easiest thing ever, and the supervisors were so nice. That's what he made it seem like. Little did I know this wasn't going to be the case at all. Me and Craig, we got really tight to the point where we almost plotted a rebellion against the supervisors at the job. But I'll get into that in the next episode. For this episode, I just wanted to lay down the foundation and let you guys know what happened in the beginning and how it all started and my first impressions. So, back to the story. He walks me around and he shows me my section where I'm going to be working with Craig. He tells me Craig is kind of the kind of guy that doesn't really talk much. He's more of the kind of guy that just does what he's supposed to do and just keeps going, and you just ask him questions and he'll let you know. This isn't true at all. He's not that kind of person. I'll get more into it in the second episode, but Craig ends up being the kind of guy that I actually click with perfectly. He's one of the people that I respect highly because he's just honest with it. He never lies. He just is honest, and he just tells the truth. That's one of the main things. I don't like hypocrites, and I don't like liars. But I'm going to wrap up the episode here, guys. If you guys want a part 2, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Any of those 3 specifically, let me know that you enjoyed the video. And with that, all I got to say is stay sturdy, my friends.